it's Sam. So today I have partnered up with Walmart to share my top 20 of 2020 beauty drugstore favorites. So I'm sharing my holy grail, most used, most loved items that I used in 2020 that I'm going to be continuing to use into 2021. And these are all very affordable. They're not gonna break the bank. These are products that you definitely have to try out. So before we go ahead and get started, I did wanna share about a new kind of membership that Walmart has just launched. It is called Walmart Plus. So what this membership offers is free shipping with no order minimum. So usually with Walmart, you have to have a $35 minimum purchase in order to get free shipping. But now with the membership, it is free shipping without that order minimum. So you can spend $5 if you want to. And you'll get free next day and 2-day shipping on items that say shipped by Walmart. So it does have to say shipped by Walmart because obviously they have marketplace items or like oversized items. Those do not qualify. So it has to say shipped by Walmart. And it will say when you go onto the specific item, you'll see it. It'll also say a little Walmart Plus, like you'll be able to tell. So when you go to checkout, even if the order is under $35, you'll see that the shipping fee will be waived. You can also get free delivery from your store to your home. And the way that you can check that is if you go on to, I'll leave the link down below for Walmart Plus, but you can go and check if you qualify, like if your area qualifies for that. Obviously it depends on where you live. Like for me, for example, we don't actually have a Walmart where we live, so I would not qualify for that simply because our closest Walmart is 30 minutes away. So you can go in and check on the website to see if they do deliver to your area. And it is a $35 purchase minimum for the free delivery to your home. And that's like obviously the same day. It's like delivery. But if you do get it in your area, then if you order over $35, then you get free delivery, which is amazing. So you can get your groceries delivered. You can also get other items that are obviously available in your actual store. And they would be the same everyday low prices that you love, and they would be delivered directly to your door as soon as the day you order it. They also offer with this membership member prices on fuel. So at Walmart and Murphy locations, you're gonna save 5 cents. And then you will also have access to Sam's Club member gas prices, which is awesome. I feel like, especially like, it depends on where you live. Like in North Carolina, the gas was super duper cheap, which was awesome. But obviously we moved back to the California side. Gas is way more expensive here. And depending on what kind of car you have, like our cars, 2 of them take the most expensive, premium. So if you could save a little bit of money on gas, 5 cents adds up. They're also offering mobile scan and go. So that means as you're shopping, you can scan your items and you can actually check out without actually having to go to your typical checkout section. So it makes it super fast, super convenient, and it's all done on your phone. So you can just scan, pay, and then be on your merry little way. And you've saved this dog. They want to come in, so they scratch the door. Then I open the door, let them out, and then then I shut the door and keep them in here. Then they scratch because they want to go out. And then as soon as I let them out, they want to come back in. So just ignore them. They're crying, but they're fine. And they do have a video on the Walmart Plus section of the website where you can watch exactly how it works. Because at first I was like, well, how does that work? I'm confused. So let's talk about pricing. This membership is $12.95 a month, or you can do a full year, which would be $98 for the whole year. So that basically is going to pay for itself after 2 deliveries. So definitely check it out, give Walmart Plus a go. And now we can go ahead and get into my actual favorites. I think we'll start off with skincare, shall we? Yes, let's do that. The very first thing that I used up so much in 2020 was the Bioderma Sensibio H2O. You can get this online at walmart.com. It is so gentle and so just amazing. If you have sensitive eyes, you guys, I have tried so many different eye makeup removers or my micellar waters, and I have the most sensitive eyes, and I feel like all of them bother my eyes. They make them dry, they make them raw, they make them red. This one does not at all. It removes all of your eye makeup with like such ease. You can remove your lipstick with it. You can remove your whole entire face if you want to. I specifically use it usually for my eyes and my lips, but it's amazing. It's just so gentle. There's no scent. It's absolutely awesome. So I highly recommend this, especially if you have sensitive eyes. That is the winner. Like, it's amazing. Next, we have a body care item. Now, I haven't actually tried this scent specifically, but I used up the other scent of this specific brand, and it was probably my favorite body wash. It's absolutely lovely. It's lathering, like it lathers really nice to where you feel like, ooh, I'm clean, but it doesn't dry your skin out. It smells amazing. This one is the Manuka Honey and Chamomile. I think the other one that I had was just Manuka Honey. This one smells lovely. It's really soothing, very gentle, kind of like spa vibes, but it's by Kiwi Botanicals, and it just is such a nice brand. I love the fact that they are cruelty-free. There's no sulfates, parabens, phthalates, mineral oil, silicones, gluten, triglycerin, dyes, formaldehyde, propylene glycol, and no animal testing. And it just is such a nice formula. So I highly recommend you guys try this out if you haven't already. I've actually had a few of you that ordered it after the first time I spoke about it, and you said that you absolutely loved it. So that always makes me feel good when I'm recommending products that you guys are like legit loving. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing my job right, and I'm recommending things that you guys are actually liking as well, because I don't want you guys to waste your money, you know? I don't want to recommend things that suck and then you're like, thanks very much, Sam. Next, we are moving on to my favorite deodorant. You guys, this is just so good. When did I start using it? I think it was like maybe 2 years ago. I was having the worst armpit rash and it was not cute. And I was so embarrassed. Like, I would have to cut out so many things every time that I wore something and you could see my armpit in a video, because my armpit looked like some kind of raw, horrible, red, bumpy rash. It was just horrible and I hated it, and it actually quite hurt. And so I asked my sister, because I'm like, how is it that you have dark hair and I have blonde hair and I am having this horrible shaving situation and your armpits are like smooth as a baby? So she's like, oh, it's this deodorant. It's so good. You have got to try it. So literally, as soon as I started using this, I would say maybe a couple weeks after, my armpits cleared up. They looked so beautiful. I mean, as beautiful as an armpit can look, but they were smooth. They didn't feel like ouchy. They didn't hurt. It's amazing. It's the Dove Advanced Care shea butter. That's the trick. You have to get the one that says shea butter. And again, I mean, this one's super affordable. It smells really nice. And you know what I love about it? It's kind of like a sweet, kind of creamy scent. You know how sometimes when you use deodorants, after a while, your like body gets immune to them? I've never had that problem with this. I never smell, unless I have self-tanner on and I've put it on my armpits, then I will smell. But that's just life, you know, that's life with self-tanner. But on a regular day when I'm not like freshly self-tanned, I never get BO with that. And my armpits, like, I don't even know if I freshly shaved. Let me have a look. Yeah, I've got a little bit of hair there, but that is my armpit. Like, there is no red rash. It is just looking smooth and creamy. And I'm sorry I showed you my armpit, but I don't want you guys to be like, is it though? And now you know, like that's pretty good for an armpit. And that's not freshly shaved either. So there's a little stubble there. Next item is this. Now this is technically, is it considered drugstore? I'm not sure. It's under $20. You can get it at Walmart.com. It's not sold in the actual stores, but you can obviously get it shipped to you. However, I feel like because it is available at Walmart.com and it's still under $20, I had to feature it simply because it's such a good lip balm and it has been my holy grail, and it's just honestly the best lip balm I've ever tried. I will share a dupe with you guys that I just found. The formula is pretty much exactly the same. However, this is the one that I used the most in 2020, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I believe it's $16.99 on Walmart.com. It's the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask, and this is just absolutely delightful. It is the most, oh, I just love it. It's literally just so unbelievable. It smells like strawberries. It's like a soft pinky color. And it's just so hydrating, so creamy, so shiny. It makes your lips look super supple. It fills in all the lines. It's just absolutely amazing. And it says it's a lip sleeping mask, but basically in my mind, it's a lip balm. I use it all day long. I use it at night. It's just absolutely beautiful. However, I did just discover this one. And this one is actually cruelty-free as well. This one is by Wet n Wild. It is the Lavender Lip Sleeping Mask. And the formula, in my opinion, is exactly the same as the Laneige. The texture feels exactly the same. Now this one is more of kind of like a purpley, kind of cooler toned pink, as you guys can see. The trick though is when you touch a lip balm, when it does this little gooey bit where it kind of sticks and connects, that is the key to finding a good lip mask. And the trick, I feel like, is finding something that says lip sleeping mask. I'm just gonna show you in this one. When you have this little goober at the bottom of your finger, it's hard to tell it's not doing it because it's, oh, there we go. Anyway, I don't know if you guys can see that, but that's how you know when it's a good one. When it has that kind of drip, that's the texture you're looking for. This one does smell like lavender, so the scent is obviously very, very different. If you like lavender, I would highly recommend it because it smells amazing. It's really soothing. It's like just a lovely lavender scent. However, if you don't like lavender, then I would go with the Laneige. But this one I believe is like under $5. It's super cheap. It is cruelty free. Laneige unfortunately is not, but the texture and the way that they hydrate, and they literally do the exact same job. So highly recommend both of these. But obviously this one is a lot more affordable. So that's your choice, friend. Moving on to hair products. The very first item I'll just share is the ones that I've been using personally. Now, you guys, I don't know why it's taken me my whole entire life to try this brand. I've seen it around, I've had friends that use it, and I've never used it. And I recently got this. I've been using it now for probably maybe a month. I don't know, my timing's not great, but it's been a decent amount of time, enough to test if something is good. I'm obsessed with this. Moving back to Tahoe, I noticed that my hair was getting real staticky and it was very dry because we were so used to being in the humidity. And I noticed that what I was using just wasn't cutting it, and I felt like it was just feeling very dry and just like needing moisture. So when I saw this, I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna give this a go and see how this works and see if that extra moisture will actually help. And it has done such an amazing job with my hair. My hair is literally, and I just had my hair highlighted like a month. I did one, and then a month later I did a full head of highlights again. So it's definitely been processed, and my hair is literally so healthy, so shiny, so silky. It's unbelievable. This is the Nexus Therapy Ultimate Moisture Shampoo. I get it in the pump top. They smell incredible. Like, they make your hair smell so unbelievably delightful. I love this one. Okay, so the shampoo smells like banana. It's not a gross banana, a good banana. I love the fact that it's huge. I love the fact that it's a pump top. It's literally lasting so long. And then this one is the Nexus Humectress Ultimate Moisture Conditioner. So this one is so nice. It instantly detangles. It takes away all of the horrible rat's nest that I accumulate from in the winter when I wear a coat and my coat's up here. I get like a big old rat's nest when I'm walking out, you know, with the kids. And then I come back in and it's just like, so this, it just takes all of your tangles away. This one smells more kind of creamy, maybe like almondy or something. I don't know. It smells so good. Like, the smell of both of them is amazing, but the fact that it conditions so well. My computer's doing something I don't want it to do. Remind me later. Thank you. It's just amazing. If you have dry hair, if you process your hair, if you live in a dry climate, that is the one to go with. And you'll feel like the shampoo lathers so well. It doesn't make your hair feel dry afterwards. And then when you condition, your hair is like silk. Like, it feels amazing. And I never have to worry about tangles with it. It's awesome. So those two, hands down, like, amazing. You need them. They're awesome. And then for the kids, I've been using this. Now, I feel like for the kids' hair, like, they don't obviously highlight their hair. They don't need quite as much as I personally need. And I love this line for them because it makes their hair really shiny. It detangles really well. It makes their hair it's not too much for them. Like, it's not too much protein or too much moisture. It's just like a really great shampoo and conditioner for virgin hair. So whether you have virgin hair or you want to get it for your kids, it's a really great line. Again, it smells amazing. It makes the kids' hair smell so good, and their hair is just really shiny. This is the Heritage by Mindy McKnight, and I believe that it's a Walmart exclusive. This is called the Out of My Hair Gentle Daily Shampoo. And I absolutely love this brand. So this is what it looks like. Again, it's a pump top. This one is the shampoo. And it's sulfate-free, phthalate-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, mineral oil-free, color-safe, cruelty-free, and vegan. I love the scent of it. I can't describe this scent. It's quite difficult to... It's just kind of sweet. Like, it's just really creamy and sweet. It's lovely. And then the vanilla. And then the conditioner, again, smells exactly the same. Everything from her line smells really good. And Mindy is actually really sweet. I feel like when there are big YouTubers that come out with brands, and when you share their stuff or tag them and they don't reply, it really irks me, because I just feel like, I don't know, if you're supporting a brand and you're taking the time to tag them and they don't respond or acknowledge you. I understand that sometimes like you're probably just super busy and you don't see it. But when you've done it numerous times, it kind of just puts like a bad taste in your mouth, because I have come out with a product before. It was a huge deal to me to be able to make sure that I thank the people, that I share it, that I acknowledge them. If they have spent their hard-earned money to buy a product that I've come out with, like, I wanted to make sure that I was like, hey, I see you, thank you, I appreciate you. And so I just feel like it's kind of like, the best word to say is muggy. Like, I've been watching Love Island and that's all they ever say is muggy. But muggy basically means like, oh, a little bit like, oh, I can't believe you did that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just kind of like in poor taste. And so that's why I really love Mindy, is that she has acknowledged me, like when I've tagged her, because obviously I have purchased these with my own money before. And then I've talked about it numerous times, and then actually she had like said like, hey, I'm so glad you like it, thank you so much. And then they actually like reached out to me and asked me if I would like another little care package, which obviously yes, because I've already spent my own money, but I've bought it numerous times. And I just really think it's a great brand. I think it's lovely. The kids' hair has never looked better. I've used it on myself. I think I need a little bit more personally for me, just because I, you know, bleach my hair. But I think if you have like quite natural hair, or maybe you just color it and you don't necessarily highlight it, or if you don't live in a very dry climate, you would absolutely love this, because my kids' hair is absolutely beautiful when I use this on them. But I really feel like it's important to talk about brands when the brand owner or creator is actually acknowledging the people that are supporting their brand. And Mindy is very sweet. She's very good about acknowledging you when you talk about her product and you tag her on Instagram. She's very, very like on top of it. And I just think that that's really nice. I think that it makes you feel like, good, I'm glad I supported you, because you are appreciative that I spent my money to support your brand. So I love Mindy. I think she's really sweet. I think she is just a very, like, I think she's a genuinely kind person. And so I will always support people who are, in my opinion, good people. So Mindy McKnight is one of those people, and she has come out with a really, really great product. And I love the fact that it is affordable, you know, like it's not everyone is rich. So it's nice when you can find really great products that are affordable. And then her dry shampoo is amazing. I absolutely love it. It's such a great, first of all, the smell is amazing, but it's a great consistency. It does give you a tiny little bit of a white cast, which is fine when you're blonde. I think maybe if you have dark hair, I don't know how that would work, because for me, it's okay when I have a little bit of that like kind of lightness to it, because it kind of makes me look like I have less roots. But you might just want to be wary of it if you have darker hair, or maybe just use less. I'm not sure. I don't have dark hair, so I can't tell you, but I do notice on me, it does kind of give you a little bit of that, I don't want to say ashier, but kind of lighter tone. This is the Heritage by Mindy McKnight Lazy Day Dry Shampoo. Again, free of all the yuckies. It is vegan, it is color safe, and that is what the actual packaging looks like. So it's kind of like a really pretty lavender. It smells amazing. It does the trick. It sucks up all the oil, and it gives you a little bit of body as well, which is really nice. So that is another great hair product that I would definitely recommend. I'm pretty sure I have 21 products, but I wanted to talk about this just because it's so good. Oh God, that's disgusting. I need to take all my hair. Sorry, that's gross. I should have... Ew, so sad. That could be on my head, and instead it's in the brush and now in the trash. But anyway, this is the wet brush, and I've been obsessed with wet brush for many years. Like, I can't even remember the last time or the first time I used a wet brush, but I've been hooked ever since. They have a wet brush, they also have a dry brush. I have both. I use the wet brush majority of the time because I don't really brush my hair when it's dry. But this is just so good. It's actually designed to be used on wet hair. So you guys know, like, you're not supposed to use just any old brush when your hair is wet, because it can damage, it can break, and that's not good. So most of the time, like back in the day, I would use a wide tooth comb, but sometimes it's like annoying to use a wide tooth comb. So when they came out with this and I first started using it, I think I initially got it for Lily's hair because her hair would tangle so badly. And then I started using it on my own hair, and I literally, you can get out of the shower, towel dry your hair, put in your, you know, leave-in conditioner and brush it through, and it's absolutely amazing. It's great for the kids' hair. Oh, I have a visitor. Hello, friend.
Hello, friend.
Is that your lunch hour?
Yeah.
Okay, there's leftover pasta if you want to heat that up.
In the microwave?
Yeah. Yep, just put it in a bowl and put it on for like 30 seconds at a time. And probably all you need is a minute, but do it 30 seconds at a time.
Okay.
Okay, love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye. So yeah, it detangles so easily. There is no crying and like upsetness when you're doing hair, and it just is awesome, and it does not break your hair off. So I highly recommend this, and I think it's like under $10. I have 2 curling irons, so I'm just gonna consider this as like one because it's like, I don't know, same kind of thing, isn't it? This one is the one I use the, hold on, I've got like wires everywhere. This one is the one I use the most. I don't want to knock anything off. This is the Conair Infinity Pro 1.5 inch. This is what I use when I get these type of waves, when I want a little bit looser. I'm just looking for more of like that kind of very casual wave. I use the 1.5 inch. This is the one I use the most. So majority of the time when you see my hair in a video, it's this. I just absolutely love it. It's super affordable. I believe they are, I think it's under $30, so really great. It heats up very nicely, very consistently, and it does the trick, and it makes my hair look great. They also have a new one from Wild Primrose. It's like a Wild Primrose and Conair collab, and it's super duper cute. It's basically the exact same one as this. This one is the Conair Infinity Pro, or I'm sorry, Infinity. It's just the Conair Infinity, and this is a 1 inch. So when I want like lots of curls and I want my hair to look a lot bigger, then I use this, and then I'll use like a texture spray to kind of like really amp it up. But on the days that I don't want to use a texture spray and I want it to just look silky and like really healthy, then I'll use a 1.5 inch. So it just really depends on like how big you want your hair and what kind of waves. This one obviously will give you a little tighter of a wave, but it's amazing. Again, heats very consistently, super easy to use, and it's, you know, it's awesome. It just does such a great job. And the Wild Primrose one is like a khaki green, and I think the barrel is exactly the same, and I believe again under $30. So I'll link the Wild Primrose one because that one's new and it is pretty darn cute. It's a little bit more neutral, and they're just, it's such an amazing curling iron if you are on a budget. I have tons of different curling irons. I have higher end ones, I have drugstore ones. I end up using the drugstore ones most of the time, but if you're on a budget, those ones are the best to go with. They are super duper awesome. So the next thing is perfume. This was my absolute favorite perfume of 2020 as far as like a super affordable drugstore option one. This is the Ariana Grande Moonlight, and it comes with this little purple fluff ball here. Honestly, when you spray it, sometimes the fluff ball kind of gets in the way, so I end up taking it off a lot of the time, but I wanted to like show you guys how cute it looks with it. They also have another one called Ari, which I absolutely love as well. I would say Ari is a little bit more, I don't know, they're both so amazing. But I would say the Ari is a little bit more summer, spring appropriate, whereas this one is a little bit more fall, winter, but it's still a very sweet, very creamy, kind of vanilla-y. It's very sweet. All of her scents are very sweet, but I get so many compliments when I wear this one or the Ari. I literally get stopped in the store. People will ask me what I'm wearing when I have it on, and Jay smells me. He will be like, oh, you smell so good. Like, I get so many compliments when I wear this, and it's so affordable. It's under $30. It just smells amazing. She has a new one called REM, which I'm so excited to try out because it smells amazing. She also has another one called Thank You Next, which I just ordered. I haven't tried it yet, but I smelt it in the store and it smells delish. So basically anything, if you like that kind of sweet, but not like super duper, what is the right word? You know where there's like that super like young sweet where it's like, that's a bit too much. It's not like that. It's sweet, but in a kind of like more sophisticated way, if that makes sense. So I absolutely love her scents. Ariana Grande smells good. And then this, I literally, probably the most asked question as far as my beauty routine goes for 2020 was, what do you use to whiten your teeth? And this is the answer. It's like seriously the best toothpaste ever. It is a toothpaste. It is the Crest Glamorous White. I don't know, why isn't it focusing here? Come on, friend, you can do it. Glamorous White toothpaste. It is the best you will ever find. It's honestly so good at whitening your teeth. I don't even have to use Crest white strips. Like, I haven't used them for I think about 2 years. And normally I would recommend, if you have like a lot of yellowing, start off by using your Crest white strips. I like the ones that are 30 minutes. I think they are really great. I used to use them like once a year when I used to drink more tea. But then I feel like for me, I kind of go through these phases where like I'll notice like, oh, my teeth are starting to get a little stained from the tea. And so I'll just stop drinking tea for like a few weeks, and then I will go back to drinking it for a little bit. But I try not to drink tea consistently every single day for my whole life because it does stain your teeth. And I just don't want to have to use Crest white strips if I don't have to. But if that is the case where you do drink a lot of coffee or you drink tea daily, your teeth will get stained. It just naturally happens. So you would start off by using your Crest white strips to get them to the point that you want. And I'll link the ones that I like below, but I have not used mine for 2 years, and I literally just use this every single morning, every single night. Sometimes I brush my teeth in the middle of the day as well. It really just depends. But most of the time it's just morning and night. And this is like seriously just, forget this freaking camera. It's just so good. Like it tastes really nice. It's very fresh, but it really does help at keeping your teeth nice and white. And it just, I don't know, it's just like basically like having, it's like using Crest white strips every single day, but you obviously don't get any sensitivity. And the Crest white strips, the 30-minute ones, I don't get any sensitivity with, which that's like my biggest fear, is like sensitive teeth. Ooh, it's horrible, isn't it? So this, I don't get any sensitivity. My teeth stay nice and white, and I'm just obsessed. So if that is one of your questions of life, how does Sam keep her teeth so white? Number one, don't drink too much coffee and tea. It will make your teeth yellow. And number two, brush your teeth with this because it is literally the best at keeping your teeth looking sparkly, white, and delightful. Next is a little tool. This thing is a maze. It's actually meant for eyebrows, which you can use it for eyebrows to just kind of trim up and get all the little, you know, the little fluffies away. But it's actually an amazing nose hair trimmer. And the thing about your 30s is that nose hair happens and it's not that cute. And when you're taking a lot of selfies, you will tend to notice that your little nose hairs really want to stick out. So I am always like super like, do I, especially in videos, like when you're doing a makeup tutorial and you're looking up and you have like these nose hairs hanging out, it's like, not cute. So it happens to everyone. It's okay. Like unless you're in your 20s, you probably don't have nose hair. I mean, everyone has nose hair, but as you get older, I just notice that it tries to sneak out of your nose and say hello to everyone. And we don't want that happening. So this is amazing. It's just a little doodad that looks like this. And it's just a nice little fine situation. You just turn it on and it just, and then you like literally, I already did mine, but I don't think, oh, there's a cup. Ow! Sometimes it does snag. Most of the time it doesn't, but that one was a good one. But you just stick it up there. You can hear it cutting the hairs. And you can just do it like, I don't know, once a week or whatever, whenever you have nose hair. And it just makes it so that your nose hair is not trying to escape out of your nose. You could also use this on ear hair. Like Jay gets ear hair on his earlobe now. That's what happens when you turn 40. So it's just good to trim up all those little extra hairs that are trying to escape you. Next is a brush. This actually comes in a set. It's a Real Techniques, I forgot what it is, I'll just link it, but it comes with like a few other brushes. I specifically love this one. This is the one that I use for my blush. It is called the Real Techniques 400, and I think, yeah, it's just a blush brush. And it's so amazing. I really feel like the texture of the hairs makes your blush really glow. If you like a glowy blush, then this is definitely one that will kind of bring out that glow. It's really nice, it's super duper soft, and it just works so well. So I highly recommend that one. The other brushes that come in it are nice as well, but I find myself reaching for that one the most out of the other ones. As far as the foundation goes, that I would say was probably my most used out of 2020 from the drugstore is the Revlon Colorstay. I get the one, do not mind my dogs. Like honestly, can you be any louder and more obnoxious when I'm trying to film? It's like, I got a little earthquake going on back here. But anyway, this is such a great foundation. It's super affordable. They have one for combination oily and then one for normal dry. I use the one for combination oily, obviously, because I have oily skin, but I like the fact that they have taken into consideration that there's people that have dry or there's people that have oily skin, which is hard to find with drugstore foundations. Usually it's like, you know, you can find one foundation that's made for this or one foundation that's made for this type of skin, whereas this is the same formula, but it's made for two different types of skincare, or skin types. So I love that. It is a 24-hour full coverage foundation. It is a matte foundation, unless you get the dry, then I don't know what that one is because I've never tried it. It does have SPF 15. This one, if you get combination oily, is a matte finish. It literally lasts all day long. I actually prefer mixing it now that I'm a little bit older and I do have fine lines and little crevices for it to sink into. I find that if I wear it straight up by itself, it is a little tiny bit, I don't want to to say cakey because it's not cakey, but it definitely enhances your fine lines and wrinkles if you don't mix it with more of a, I don't want to say dewy foundation, but more of a kind of more natural finish, because this is so full coverage. So I like to mix it. I mix it with it's not a drugstore product, it's the Tarte. What is it called? I forgot what it's called. It's this one, the multitasking foundation. I actually like those as a combo because this one is a little bit more hydrating. It's a little bit more natural kind of finish. So mixed together, it's beautiful. But if you do like a full coverage foundation, you want a really matte finish, and you know, you're not super worried about aging, then this is amazing by itself. I just discovered though, and I have ordered it and I think it's arrived. It's a new Revlon Colorstay. What is it called? Let me just check out my orders. So, is someone barfing in the background? It sounds like it. Are you okay? Oh, that's lovely. She's just barfed. What are you doing? She got all excited and they were wrestling and then she threw up on my rug. Fun. Oh, she's gonna do it some more. Oh my, okay. I gotta go take care of this. Oh, you're barfing all over my freaking house. What the heck? Why are you throwing up? Oh, what a palaver. Lily's crying about school. The dog's throwing up everywhere. Okay, I can't remember if I was done talking about this. Oh, so there's a new one, and I think it's basically a more natural finish, like lightweight version of the Revlon Colorstay. So this one is called the Revlon Colorstay Light Cover Liquid Foundation. So it's basically this one, but just not as full coverage, which I feel like is going to be absolutely amazing, because that's basically my problem with this, is that it's just a bit full coverage for me now that I'm getting older. It is SPF 35, it says light medium coverage, and it is a hydrating long wear weightless makeup. I will link that one down below, and I will do a, I think I want to do a wear test with that one just because I'm so intrigued to see if it's going to be as good as the Colorstay, but maybe better. Okay, then we have this. This is literally my most used drugstore makeup product because I use it every single time I do my makeup. This is the Found Twinkle Brow Highlighter Duo. Now this, I believe, is a Walmart exclusive. I don't think you can find Found at any other drugstore. One side is like a shimmery, and then one side is a matte kind of like creamy pink color. I use the matte side. I don't really care for the pink side or the shimmery side. I just don't think it's like that good. But the matte side I use every single day to carve out my eyebrow, to kind of lift my brow, to make the actual brow line look really crisp and delightful, and it just adds like a really nice kind of natural highlight without being too shimmery. I never have to put eyeshadow up there anymore. It is amazing. So I highly recommend this one if you do struggle with your brows and you want to make them look really crisp without having to like fiddle with, you know, concealer and all this mess. You literally just pencil it on, and then I just use a little brush to blend it out, and it just gives you such a nice brow. So I love that, and I think that one's like around $7. And then this blush I use every single time I do my makeup as a little blush topper. After I've done all my bake and my powder and I brush all the powder off, I always finish off my look with this blush, and it gives you just a really pretty kind of peachy, corally, real healthy glow. And e.l.f. is so affordable. This is the primer infused shimmer blush in the color Always Cherry, and you can see it's such a bright coral, delightful color. Like, the color of it is just so summery and amazing. And I feel like whether you're fair or whether you are darker than me, it just depends. I mean, it's super pigmented. You do not need very much, but if you're really fair, obviously you would use a very, very light hand and just do a tiny touch. If you are a little bit deeper skin tone than me, I think you can really build it up, and it just gives you that super healthy kind of like rosy, peachy, pinky coral glow. It's amazing. And again, for the price, you can't beat it. Even if I would pay $25 for this, that's how much I love it. It's such a good color. Then we have two lip pencils that I highly recommend. These are by Milani. My sister turned me on to these. They are the Color Statement Lip Liner, and the color is 0904. They also have 03, which I can never get my hands on, but I don't know if that's the color my sister uses, but I've seen 03 and it also looks amazing. But they look like this, so they're just like a really nice, it's actually really cute packaging. So 09 looks like that. It's a little bit darker, And then 04 is a little bit lighter. They're both very similar, but you can see 04. I prefer 04, but sometimes it's nice to use the 09 to like really define and like kind of shade it a little bit. And then 03 I think is even lighter, but these are amazing. They are creamy, they go on really well. The one that I'm actually wearing today is a new one from Milani that I picked up in store. This one is called the Understatement Lip Liner, and the color is 110. Oh gosh, it's almost coming out. 110 Nude Entrance. And this one I think is a little creamier actually. It's a little bit more buttery, and I'm sorry, that's the color right there. It's pretty much a mix between 09 and 04 actually, isn't it? I feel like they're super similar colors, but I think it's the formula that is just a little bit more, it kind of has more of a shine, kind of a moisture. It kind of just glides on a little bit better. So I absolutely love those lip liners. I think those are probably some of the best lip liners from the drugstore, if not the best. And then last but not least is this. I used this so much. I got so many compliments on this lip gloss. This is called Princess of the Day. It looks like it's gonna be really purple. It is not. It does have a cooler tone to it, but it adds this like most amazing sparkle. I'll put some on in a minute. They are cruelty free. They come in 3 shades, so I will swatch it for you guys. The wand I love. Like, I haven't tried any of the other colors. There are 3 different colors that it comes in, which I think they also look really amazing because it looks like they're gonna be like really super like bright and true to the color, but it's actually very sheer once you put it on. So that's the color. You can see it's just like so sparkly and amazing, isn't it? And the wand itself is probably one of my favorite wands. Like, the application is very flexible and very it just glides. So I'll just show you. It just adds this most amazing kind of sparkly purple glow. Oh god, it's just so good. Like, it just adds such a cool shift, and it makes your lips look so juicy and so sparkly and just so beautiful. So I absolutely love it. I would highly recommend it. It's just so pretty on, and I would like to try the other colors as well. There's like an orangey and then kind of like a darker, like kind of bronzy color, but I specifically love this one. That is everything. Those are my favorite drugstore products. I'm just wiping my hands off so I don't get lip gloss everywhere. But yeah, those are like my tried and true, repeatedly purchased, most favorite, most used products of 2020 as far as the drugstore items go. You can find all of these at walmart.com. I will link everything down below for you guys. Don't forget to check out that Walmart Plus membership, because then you guys can get free shipping, no order minimum on Walmart, like shipped by Walmart items. You can get all of the other benefits from the membership, and it's really affordable. So I highly recommend these items. Huge thank you to Walmart for partnering up with me for another video. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you guys like my recommendations. If you decide to purchase them and try them out, please tag me on Instagram or DM me. I would absolutely love to see your guys' thoughts on the items that I recommend. It just makes me feel really good when I've recommended products and you guys love them as much as I do, because that means I'm doing a good job, and that means you guys are not wasting your money on the items that I'm recommending. But if you have any of these and you love them, please leave a comment down below letting other people know that they are as good as I say they are. And obviously everyone is different, you know, so sometimes there are going to be items that I recommend that you aren't necessarily going to love because you might have a different skin type or a different hair type, or, you know, whatever the case is. So I'm not always going to be, like, there is not always going to be people that completely 100% agree with my choices. However, for the most part, I do get really good feedback on my, you know, favorite or recommendation products that I, you know, tell you guys about, and it makes me feel good when you guys love them too. So I hope you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys all have a wonderful week, and I'll see you guys in my next video.